I don't know what was more rewarding this episode, either getting long hair Jean or the smile from Chloe. Really fantastic episode. It was funny because this entire episode we're getting like a lot of reveals. Like I said before, it seems like this entire arc is going breakneck speed at this point, and it just keeps giving stuff. And I'm like, at what point are they going to run out of stuff to get into? But no, it was surprising because I kept trying to get like theories going with different parts of it, and then they would just end up revealing it. So I guess it's kind of a bad thing for me in my video creation because I don't really have too much stuff to really speculate on, but at least there's stuff to talk about. A significant portion of this episode is around Noe getting the blood of Jean-Jacques. Jean-Jacques gives Noe his blood and basically says, you know, look, have the knowledge of what we've been through. Get our story, basically. And that's pretty much where we get all the big reveals, at least from this perspective of what the beast is. And I guess I don't really know why I didn't perceive that this was going to be the case. I mean, it seemed like everything was indicating that was Chloe. I guess the biggest problem that I had is that it really did seem like every indication was giving that the beast was Chloe. I mean, specifically having the beast call out to Jean. I don't know that we ever got an indication that he knew who Jean was. I mean, obviously, Jean fought Jean-Jacques when he was a beast the first time, but unless she called out that she is Jean and she's going to defeat this beast, I don't know how he would know who she was. And in the time where Chloe was calling out to Jean, he was pretty much out of it at that point. He was down for the count. He wasn't even looking in that direction. So unless Chloe like specifically pointed out what Jean looks like and who she is and told her everything about her, that he would know her by a glance, I don't know why Jean-Jacques as the beast would know who Jean was. So I don't know, there's a lot of answers for that, but it's not really big of a deal. It's just one of those things where it seems like everything plays it out as if this has to be Chloe fighting Jean. But yet they want to twist it and say, no, it's been Jean-Jacques the whole time. It just doesn't make any sense in that regard. But it's fine. But no, I think the point in which he was having Noe drink his blood, I was like, yeah, he's probably going to be the beast. I think that's what they're kind of going to get to. I think it was really kind of more in the fact that he cut his hand. It looked like a beast scratch on his arm. So it was kind of laying it out like that. But it was interesting to see kind of that layout of pretty much the entire village going crazy. At some point, even his father beating him, Jean-Jacques, and him fleeing and then running to Chloe and them, you know, basically meeting and becoming close to each other. And our desperate desire for trying to figure out who this beast was that everybody's claiming, obviously, that she has something to do with it, and she's trying at the same time to figure out who's killing everybody. And of course, we find out later that it was, at least according to Vanitas, what Vanitas believes it is that it was the church trying to get rid of people that weren't following them properly. So it was the church was covering up their killing by claiming that was some beast. So basically misdirecting their own murders. And that's where he claims that that's why Astolfo's there. The evidence of their wrongdoings back here might possibly come back up. So Astolfo was apparently the cleaner to come back up there and actually clean things up. I really do hope at this point that Roland shows up. I kind of miss Roland at this point, and it would be really cool to have Roland show up and just have him do a smackdown on Astolfo. Granted, it's Noe versus Astolfo at this point, so they want to have that revenge fight happen. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Obviously, that whole backstory also revealed that Nanya corrupted the true name of Jean-Jacques. He gave up his name in order to become the beast that everybody was claiming was there. So to become the thing that everybody claims that Chloe is, he was going to become that, and thus, you know, prevent her from becoming the beast. So he self-sacrificed and gave the people what they wanted. And this was sowing a seed. And again, it was odd in the last episode of how acceptant Chloe was of Nanya, despite the fact that it seemed like Nanya was manipulating her. Well, this is our answer now. It's a reverse trick. Nanya thought that she tricked Chloe, but in actuality, Chloe was playing along this entire time. And obviously, Chloe hates Nanya. Nanya basically corrupted Jean-Jacques, made the beast become reality, and thus basically fed into what everybody believed. But obviously, from her perspective, I don't think she really cares about any of that other stuff. She really just cares about the fact that somebody corrupted Jean-Jacques. And so here's the puzzling thing. Here's the final question that I really have. Did Chloe ever give Nanya her true name? That's the big question mark at this point. Usually, typically, again, like I said before, whenever a vampire gives up their true name, they typically lose themselves. And you kind of see that with Jean, even though he kind of is able to reclaim himself. He's becoming this big beast, and he is seemingly unable to control himself. I guess he could be He's in a fit of rage. But nothing so far indicates that Chloe has ever given up her name. Now, the whole claim is that she gave up her name in order to have her wish come true, and a wish is this whole creation of this machine. But unlike what Nanya believes this machine is for, it's not to destroy this entire area, but to give Nanya a true form. And that was the big twist at the very end of this, which, again, it was one of those ones where I'm like, are they going to cliffhanger this? Am I going to be speculating on what this thing's going to do? It's claiming that it's going to wipe out this entire area, but is that really what they're going to do? Are they going to really kind of... I kind of thought that it was going to be Chloe was going to turn back time, that she was going to use this machine to go back in time and fix how things play out. But in actuality, yes, it turns out it's just to make Nanya become human, or at least give him a form. And that was the cool thing, because the entire sequence, Vanitas believes that she is doing something terrible. She's stating that she's going to do something to wipe out this area, but what she's actually doing to the machine is not what she's saying. It's like this whole thing of like, you're singing out what you're going to do, but over here you're typing out, nope, I'm not doing that, all to trick Nanya. I kind of hope that at some point they will show, maybe at the beginning of the next episode, that they'll show what Vanitas seen, because he's seen something. He looked at her, she looked at him, and he's seen something, and he said, I forget what he said, something like, that's not what she's doing, or something like that. She's doing something else, or is she possibly? He's seen that she was possibly not doing what she was saying she was doing. Like, he got some sort of indication from her, whether it be her smiling or her winking, I don't know. I did like their first encounter, though. When Vanitas first met Chloe, it was like this whole thing of like, I'm here to save you, but first, can you give me back my book? And she's just kind of like, book? What are you talking about? Oh, that book. Yeah, I was trying to get the gem out of the front of it, and I gave up, and then Jean-Jacques put it somewhere. I don't know. It was just I love their little cute comedy little bits that they have kind of just sprinkled throughout. It really kind of breaks the flow of things, but it never impacts the scene. That's always the troubling thing. Is like, I always expect it to impact the scene, but it's really just their characters. It really is just them. I mean, it was equally with Vanitas first running into Noah again. It's like everybody wants to bonk him on the head. Even the cat comes over and hits him. But no, at this point, we pretty much have Astolfo versus Noe, which, again, I think that's just a revenge fight. I really do hope that Roland shows up at some point to kind of mix it up a little bit, because I really would like... I think with how much shade Astolfo is throwing on Roland, it'd be really cool to have Roland show up. Of course, we have Jean versus Jean-Jacques. Jean versus Jean-Jacques. Which I'm curious at what point they'll finally have the reveal to Jean, because at this point, Jean doesn't know that Jean-Jacques is the Beast. She's just fighting the Beast. So I'm curious at what point is he going to call out to her and say, you know, you're wrong or something like. And that does beg the question of, why does Jean-Jacques want her to remain thinking that it's Chloe? You would think that Jean-Jacques would want to tell Jean, no, I'm not, so you can kill me, or no, I'm not Chloe, because it is puzzling why they would want that lie to continue with Jean. And I guess at this point, it seems like Chloe and Vanitas versus Narnia. I mean, I'd assume that Narnia is not going to just sit around. I'm really curious at this point, is this going to be the end of Narnia? Like, Narnia's always kind of been the bad guy the whole time. Yeah, we had a little bit of Ruthven in there as well, but Ruthven's always kind of been, yes, it's a presence, but not necessarily a thing you need to really deal with right now. I'm fully expecting them to start getting into Ruthven eventually, because obviously Ruthven's already marked Noe. But I'm curious if this will be a wrap-up for Narnia this quickly, especially with Noe not being involved. I don't know that we'll have Chloe and Vanitas defeat Narnia, because Noe is so wrapped up in Narnia. And to have Noe not there when Narnia is taken down would kind of seem like it would defeat all that built-up anticipation. Because a lot of this story is around Noe and the tragedies that he's faced in the past, and the desire to take down Narnia. So I don't think that Chloe and Vanitas are going to take him down. She might flee after this point, having now gained a form, and then that's just going to be something they'll leave for later. Like, now he's no longer able to ghost around. Now he's got a form, but the fight itself will be later. But yeah, excellent episode. Loved seeing Jean with long hair. Was fantastic. I always hate when characters cut their hair, and because it's always like, oh my gosh, she looks so gorgeous with the long hair. But yeah, that smile at the end with Chloe was fantastic as well. I really wasn't, like I said, I wasn't expecting that, because it started happening. I thought it was going to cut the moment the machine was kicking up, like leave it a cliffhanger there. But no, it's like, no, Narnia now has a form. She goes up there and is like, now I can kill you. And I was like, okay, that's it right there. Chloe's not an idiot. Chloe was always expecting to do this. This was her plan. She was always playing along with Nanya in order to get revenge on Nanya. Because Nanya obviously has been doing a lot of this stuff. Corrupted Jean-Jacques. I was even also going to assume that Nanya was the fault of all the deaths. But then they started getting really into diving into the fact that it was a church, and that's why Astolfo's there. But it could still be. It could still be that Nanya was causing all the deaths, causing the rumors just to create this. It could be both. It could be Nanya corrupted the church to say, you know, look, we can get rid of these people by just killing some people and claiming it's this beast. All to push Chloe to have a wish for Nanya to give into. We'll see though. I almost forgot, it was cool to see Noe or Vanitas knowing that Chloe gave up her name willingly. He was going to step away. Like, you know, look, I only help. Basically, Vanitas is only going out to help curse bearers because they had their names stolen. But in this perspective, they gave it up willingly, so he doesn't want to get involved. Like, well, okay, if that's the case, I'm out of here. Which is kind of weird, but still, it seems to be his mindset. But still, it was Noe saying, no, look, something's behind this. We need to help them. And then Vanitas turned around and said, I'll go along with you until you're satisfied. Kind of goes along with it, which is cool. It's that aspect of the two of them being like this really solid pair. But yeah, fantastic episode. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Comment. What did you think of Jean with long hair? What did you think of Chloe's smile? Definitely love it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video if you can. Support us on Patreon. I'll throw our tips link in the description below. We definitely appreciate everybody does. And y'all take care.